And action. We're here today with Steven Shefthal, and he's going to tell us a little bit about his bug out bag.
Cool. Hi guys, this is my zombie survival, the world has gone completely nuts bug out bag. And as you can see, I can pick up with one hand. So on its face, a good recommendation for any bug out bag, at least what I would recommend, is that it's no more than a third of your body weight. Now, I weigh about, well, less than 150, so this guy is definitely only hitting about 40 pounds, so that works out for me. But let's get into it and see what all is in it. Let's see, on the back here, you probably noticed this guy kind of hanging out, looking like it doesn't really quite belong. And it's true, this is an aftermarket thing I got, but it's an EMT pouch. And as you notice, it easily rips away. All my gear is going to be easily accessible within the zip closure here. And it folds out into a nice trifold piece of equipment here. Now, the contents of this thing are as follows. First off, a little knowledge never hurt anybody. So, Comprehensive Guide to Wilderness Medicine. It helps you improvise a lot with what you may or may not have, and makes the best of a bad situation. There's some really good advice in there. I highly recommend, if you get nothing else in this kit you're looking at least get that book. It's really good. Also, got some gauze pads, just because, you know, never know what kind of serious wounds you come upon, or need to cover a gash or something, or shoot, even just use it for tinder if you got really desperate. Also, we got some smaller ones for smaller wounds, or for use as eye patches, or whatever the needs may dictate. Next, for cleanliness sake, we got cleansing wipes. You know, clean the wound site, and maybe after you're done, clean your hands if you've got, you know, nastiness on them. Tweezers, always useful. Gauze. And right here is something I do. These are single units of non-latex gloves. I just put them in a Ziploc bag, but you get a box of 50, and you can make as many of these as you'll need for your different first aid kits. Hell, make some for your friend's first aid kit. You know, share the love. And next, we've got kind of like the trauma compartment, and this contains the unit of QuikClot, which is a sponge filled with a clotting agent, and you would use that, you know, gunshot, knife wound kind of thing, or puncture, anything really bad. We got shears to get to the wounds, so we can use dressings on them. This right here is the Israeli compress bandage, which we've demonstrated in another video. It's just the larger army size. And moving our way to the final compartment here. This is where kind of the miscellaneous stuff comes in. We got water gel, burn gel. Just because if you're out in the wilderness, I imagine fire is going to be a constant part of your living, and stuff happens. Got Q-tips, and since our feet are the most important thing, got lots of moleskin in this bag right here. And on the reverse, just band-aids of varying sizes. And finally, Johnson & Johnson's baby shampoo, and this exists only because I carry pepper spray, and I'm very concerned about what would happen if I had to spray into the wind on a subject that was being aggressive, and that would definitely come back and hit me, so that would be my plan B for getting it out of my face if I needed to use that.
It's a good idea.
Yeah, it's there and it fits. I didn't have to sacrifice anything else to get it in there, but you know, it's definitely not a priority. But it's something that would be nice to have if your face is on fire. So that's pretty much the first aid kit, and we'll kind of move along into the rest of the exterior pouches before we get into the bag. And it just goes right back on, like so, and secure with this little strap, and it's good to go.
Wow.
Now on this other little pouch here, you may have noticed on the side, it's a marked surgical instruments, minor surgery. Now it's not a real military pouch. This is just something that was made in China on cheaper than dirt, but for 20 bucks I thought it was useful. And some of the contents you'll find in this for unpleasant adventures, I guess you could say, would be first off a diagnostic pen light with pupil gauge. So I mean, if you were trying to see how badly messed up somebody was, that could be useful, I suppose. I also have forceps, you know, for holding your needle and thread if you're, you know, sewing in, whatnot. It's got its own pair of shears, and a thread gauge and scalpel handle, and of course its own pair of tweezers as well, so I got a little redundancy in that department. And over here is where the real meat and potatoes of the kit is. Antibiotics, 3 different scalpel blades. However, it only comes with one. I purchased more just in case. It comes with this VZK towelette, which will clean off a site before operation. Also alcohol prep pad and iodine prep pad. And it comes with this kind of suture, which is still good. It doesn't really have a date on it though, so I can't say for certain. But these two I can. I purchased these off the internet as well, just to add to my capability here if I had to do multiple surgeries. And so yeah, that's that guy right there. And it folds up, again, like all the other gear, nice and neat into a little compartmentalized pouch. And it just goes right back in the webbing. And that's good to go. Of course, you'd want to sterilize the instruments before you use them. I wouldn't want to have to use them right out of the pouch, but they're at least there. And now on the left side pocket, we'll go into that. This is the hole punching side. And 2 magazines for my sidearm that I have a license to carry. And those are going to be important. On the other side, we've got what I call the whole sealing side. And that right now just includes a pack of QuikClot that I could slap on, because I'm assuming I'd be wearing this bag if I was reaching in these pockets. And also a snake bite kit. And in the snake bite kit, now that I actually know how it works, comes with a set of bandages, some alcohol wipes, things like that, instructions, and this extractor unit, and a razor to, you know, clean the bite site. Pretty much you would just select the appropriate cup and push down with the plunger, and it sucks the skin like so.
Wow.
And if I had a puncture, it would try and suck the juices out, I suppose. Thank God I've never had to use it. And to release, you just push up, and you saw how easy that just popped right out. So that's a venom extractor. And that's how that functions. And moving right along.
Attention.
Safe? Hello, San Marcos. This is the weekly Lady Bug Out Report, San Marcos News Live, where we will discuss ways that you can prepare you and yourself and your family for urban and natural disasters. Lock it in live, San Marcos. San Marcos' own weekly news report, Lady Bug Out series.
Lock it in live, San Marcos. Sister Survival Disaster Preparation, Lady Bug Out.